Bengal was definitely the land of the warriors. This is a land which worshipped Kali Mat. Kali Mata is considered as the very ferocious Devi. All the forms of goddesses and all the forms of goddesses give you different kind of attributes. Like you worship Ma Bharati or say Ma Saraswati, she gives you the knowledge. In eastern part, we have a tradition of we say Khalli Chuana. Chuana matlab touch karana and Khalli is the chalk. So it's on the Saraswati Puja where the child starts his journey of writing. They will write in front of goddess Saraswati. So that's how I gained the knowledge from her, and I'm blessed that now other goddesses, Durga Devi, whom we worship for 9 days, and that again is we invoke the Devi in the form of somebody who slayed the demons like Mahishasur, right? Shumb Nishum were killed. So now here we are talking about a Devi who slaughtered the wrongdoers. Then we worship the Kali Mata. Again, the Kali Mata is somebody who is a very ferocious one, and there's a reason the way she is represented also holds a very strong connotation. Now, the people who are worshipping all these attributes, of course, they will be great in literature. They will be great in anything what has to do with the knowledge. So they excel there. They were great in the tradition of the Shakt, as in the warring, in the tradition of really practicing the martial arts, etc. They had their own form of doing so. But comes the era of 20th century, because British takeover is very strong there. Somehow the Hinduness has lost its own ways. That's the reason why just before the 20th century, 19th century, people are trying multiple ways to revive Hinduism, whether you see Brahmo Samaj. Now today there can be a criticism of Brahmo Samaj where people will criticize that they were not doing this right, etc., etc. But the fact is that Bengal really was going through a phase where Hinduism was almost dead.